Alrighty, hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. This one's going to be on how to make clans stay in your kingdom. I saw this a lot in the comments. I made kind of like a similar video on how to get clans to join your kingdom, but I'm going to go into more detail on how to make them stay, kind of give you a good explanation, right? And this is how I did it. As you can see, just for proof, I took over the map. As you can see right here, this is all my kingdom. And I didn't execute anybody. I didn't do like, I pretty much just, and as you can see in my clans, I have plenty of clans, right? And they all stayed. As you can see, they have a lot of influence, which means they stayed for a long time, gaining that influence. So, yeah, this is how I did it. There might be other ways to do it, but, yeah, I'm going to take a crack at it. So, first of all, let's talk about what do you want from a kingdom to stay in the kingdom, right? Let's say you join a kingdom as a vassal. What do you want from the kingdom, right? Very simple. Here's the three. Oh, by the way, before I start listing the three reasons, I have a script. It's going to be in the description. I always put the scripts in my description, right? Just so if you guys want to translate to a different language or you guys want to read it later, it's down below in the description. It's on the screen right now, probably since I started talking. And yeah, so let's get into it. What do you want from a kingdom to stay, right? And not leave for another kingdom? Well, first you want fiefs. It gives you more income and power, right? You want these bad boys. You want towns and cities. You want these to be under your name, right? Don't you hate when you're in a kingdom and they only give you one fief and never give you another one? You want to leave them, right? Same way the AI do. Now, you also want war loot. Pretty much, it's amazing loot after big battles. After you win a big battle, you might get 10,000 gold. On top, you might get a lot of horses, armor, also. It's great, right? Well, the AI is the same way. They want to be in wars. They want to get loot. And the third thing is you want success. If you want to join a clan that's winning, right? You don't want to join a losing clan because you're going to lose. It's very simple. And why I told you these three things, fiefs, war loot, and success, is because clans in the game want the same thing. Except here's the exception. Minor clans, like the Hand, what are they called? Hold on. So people who are in these kingdoms, all these guys, they want the same thing. They want fiefs, war loot, and success. The people who don't want it are pretty much the minor clans. These guys right here, all these weird ones that join and leave. I don't know how to make them stay. I really don't know. I don't think there's a way to make them really stay. They just go to the highest bidder always, right? So yeah, so this whole thing that I'm talking about right now and how to make them stay, this whole method, it does not work for these minor clans at all. But if they're part of a kingdom, let's say the Khazate, right? You got the leader, and you got all his friends, these noblemen, and pretty much, as you can see, the enemies, all these big names, right, that you see running around with big armies, those guys it works on, right? Now, yeah, let me just explain just quick explanation on how to get them to join your clan before we talk about how to make them stay, right? Sorry, I'm kind of holding it up, but I just want to, get the full rundown. So, to make a clan join you, right? So you go and you have to talk to the head of the clan. How do you find the head of the clan? It's very simple. When you talk to somebody, they will either give you the option to join. Let's see if I can get this guy to join. He's a little bit too fast. We'll see. Okay, but as he's running around, so you will get the option to join a clan. Let me show you. Right here. You say who you are, yes. There's something I'd like to discuss. And then this option right here, Kenley, what do you think of your liege, right? And now, once you press this, you will either go into a speech check, or he will tell you the person to talk to in his clan, right? Once you do this, see, you'll need to discuss this issue with my kingsman, Horanage. So that's the person you talk to. Once you talk to them, there's going to be a speech check. Once you pass the speech check, he's going to either ask you for money, or he's going to say, we're going to join right away, right? Either way, you either give him money or he joins right away and they're a part of your clan. Now, let's get to how to make them stay. So first thing I would suggest is once a clan joins your kingdom, go into your kingdom tab, right? Go into your clans. Let's say this clan just joined right here, just for example. Make sure all the relationships are positive. I would suggest above 50 because whenever their relationship with you is above 50, they usually never leave, in my opinion, right? And this is what worked for me, as you can see. But if they do, let's say they have negative, right? A great way to up the reputation is by clicking the support button. This support button, once you click it, as you can see, the reputation rises by 2 of the clan, right? The more you click it, the better the reputation will be, as you can see. And the better reputation you have with them, or like with the clan, right? The more reason they don't have to leave, right? They don't want to leave if you have good reputation with them. So just make sure the clan reputation is above 50, in my opinion, right? And it's 50 influence for 2 reputation. So we do quick math to get them above 50. Be 25. Let's see if I can do quick math here. What's that? 1,250, I think, influence, something like that, right? But yeah, it's a lot of influence, but I think it's worth it if it's a good clan, right? With a lot of people. Like this clan has a lot of people, so it's a very good clan to have on your side. Now, once you got their reputation above 50, what I suggest is make sure you are at war with somebody. I say this because if you just stay at peace with people, the lords will leave because they won't have any land or fiefs, right, that they can take. They want fiefs, same way that you want fiefs. And the only way you do really get fiefs is by taking it in this game, right? So make sure you're at war with people because they're gonna start armies, they're gonna start getting loot, they're gonna start getting influence, and eventually they're gonna win some fiefs. And once they do, please be generous and spread fiefs carefully around your clan. As you can see in my clan, everyone has their good share. I have 9, even though there's 120 on the whole map, right? Here's how I spread it out. I have 9, this person has 3, 2, 6, 5, 5. As you can see, 5. I have a lot of 5s in here. I have this person has 8, you know? But I'm just saying, like, spread it carefully, make sure everyone gets their fair share, make sure everyone's happy, right? And what I also suggest, the clans that are harder to get, the ones with 19% success rate in their speech checks, right? If you get those clans on your side, I would suggest treating them just a little bit better, giving them a little bit more fiefs, because they are kind of like the main characters of your story in the game, right? So if they're harder to get, treat them a little bit better. That's just my experience, right? And some side notes, pretty much. So that's pretty much how you keep them. Give them land, always be in war, and what else? Good reputation. Those are my tips. Now, here's some stuff I experienced. When I start to lose more fiefs, let's say you're at a war and you start to lose a little bit too much, I would suggest you go and you settle peace with somebody, the person you're fighting. Because once you're on the losing side and you lose too much, lords will start to leave you for the winning side. Because it makes sense, right? If you're losing, switch sides. It just makes sense, right? And also understand that not all lords will stay with you. Some will just go their different ways. It happens sometimes, right? But for the majority, like I said before, excluding the minor factions, if you have the reputation up, if you give them land, and if you fight wars, you know, and they can earn influence and loot, they don't have a reason to leave you. And one last thing, check your policies tab. I would go through the policies you have, and if there's a policy, let's say that your clan does not support at all and it's down here, just get rid of it, you know? Because if you have a big clan and you want to grow, you want your clans to succeed as well. So therefore, if there's a policy that everyone hates, right? See if you can manage to, you know, pretty much vote it off, because that will also gain reputation with your clan. Or if there's a policy right here that a lot of people want, pass it, because like I said again, it's good reputation. Pretty much that's it, you know. So that's pretty much all I have to say. I'm gonna have the whole script in the description. It's gonna have their I have YouTube videos on how to make clans join. I have YouTube videos on, what do you call it, policies, where I pretty much explain not every single policy, but like my top 5 policies and how they work. I feel like that's a good video as well. And yeah, there's a lot more to come. I'm having a playthrough soon. I might start streaming as well. Very excited for that. and we're gonna see where it goes from there. Thank you guys for all the support. You guys have been great, and yeah, just stay safe out there. We're getting a little bit better in the world, but still stay safe, in my opinion, you know.